So for little jobs around the farm like this is the perfect tractor. It's not too big, it's not too cumbersome, it's not too wide. As long as it's got a weight on the back, it won't fall over. But for anything else, it really doesn't quite tick the box. Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? I hope you're well. Welcome back to the Sim Shack, and of course, welcome back to me, Sim UK. I'm in a bit of a rush at the moment because I believe we have hit or are approaching the time to start harvesting, and it's important that I jump in and get that done. I'm not sure why my screen isn't showing up. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. Check your flipping time, why don't you? Right, let's jump on. So I don't know if anybody's here. Let's have a look. Anybody here? Any movement? I don't see any movement. Our farm looks a little bit hickledy-pickledy. Everyone else's looks really neat and tidy. Something going on here. What's going on here? Have we got a new farm starting? I'm not sure. I think maybe that might be Rum. Yeah. So Rum sort of joined us late, so hasn't really been able to do very much. But anyway, I am going to... I wish I could start somewhere other than here. I'm going to have to start parking my tractor there when I end the game so I can just jump in it and run over. I hate tabbing into vehicles. You know what I'm like for my realism. I like realism. So hang on, my recording is absolutely awful today. Seems to be dropping FPS all over the place. Not sure what's going on there. Hopefully it'll settle itself down. Keeping an eye on it. Oh, hello. Rum Guzzler has joined the server. Guzzler has joined the server. Right, so I've got a few little buildings over here. Yesterday I put a light in just to highlight this end of my farm. There's nothing in these buildings yet, but there will be soon. Wow, look at this grass. It's fully grown again. So we can definitely chop this down and get that sorted. Let's have a little look. See if there's anything on sale. Oh, wrong place. Oh, what we got here? Cotton tag trailer. And a mower to cut grass. 6,300. Huh. Now that very much looks like it'll be hanging out the back of my tractor. So I could theoretically use that. What I really need is a better tractor. But I've only got 142,000 left, so I've got to be a bit careful. Right, let's go have a look at our field, shall we? Wondering if I should put some lights over here. So bad news, really bad news. Oh, pH value is bad. It's 6.1 instead of 7. Nitrogen level is bad. Like half what it's supposed to be. Expected yield 71%. 10 to a hectare. Don't know what that means. Yield potential 89%. So 70 to 89% yield. So we're not going to get a great yield. Yield potential here is 125%, 110%. So... but not there. Oh, that's interesting. So because we've got the precise... What do they call it? The precise farming something or other? I forget what it's called now. We've got this new thing here. And I've got silty clay. It's like the worst possible land type you could have. But I've got some loam. Now, I didn't notice that the other day. I've got a segment of loam here. So I wonder if I put a field in across here That might be all loam. I might be getting lucky with a bit of loam. Loam will give you the best return on your harvest. You can see they've got loads of loam, these two. Not sure. That looks like loam, maybe. Not sure what's going on there. And a very interesting... oh, I see what he's done. He's done a bit there, bit there, bit there, bit there. So he's all loam. Yeah. So Stu's fine. Tony, I'm not quite sure about. Rum hasn't even got that far yet. And Spike and the Doc. I'm just trying to remember. Is that this? Is that? Yeah, that's Doc there. That's Spike. So they're looking pretty good. So I'm the only one that's really going to suffer. So I think what I might do is get the silage stuff sorted out again, and then look to put another field in. But yeah, sorry, what I meant to check. So many things going on in my head right now. Not just my daughter's ill as well, so I'm a little bit distracted by that. But so it's still growing, still growing. Still growing. Okay, so I thought they were going to be ready to harvest. So let's check here. Oh, we're in April. We're in April. So yeah, no, there's nothing for me to do until July. I know, barley, June. So in June I can start harvesting. Okay, so I'm a little way off that then. So it is going to be a grass harvest today. That's fine. I need to get lucky with the tractor. Oh, that's nice as well. That's nice for 25 grand. See, unfortunately, the tractor I bought does not have a 3-point hitch at the front. And as much as I love this tractor, 3709 Al Massey, the old Massey Ferguson. I mean, that's a spectacular tractor. I really, really like it. I don't know why it's so clean. I haven't cleaned it. I don't know if someone cleaned it. But yes, I could definitely do with a bigger tractor. Ideally, I don't want to get rid of this one because it's useful for all those other little jobs, but at the same time, I do need to think about getting a proper tractor. Just got to keep my eyes on this and try and grab something great when it comes up. I guess then I need to go loan a tractor. If I get a large tractor, I don't want to destroy my crops. Maybe there's a way of not destroying your crops. 2, 4, 7. 217. Wow, that's an interesting looking thing. So the cheapest tractor that we've got available at the moment is the John Deere 7R series. That's a 388 horsepower Tractor. What is that like to lease? Oh, it's expensive. It's going to be like 8 grand. What about the most expensive tractor? 130, 145, 180, 185, 190, 202, 216. Don't need anything like that. I do like the New Hollands. That's pumping out 273 horsepower. What's that like to lease? Damn, it's about the same price. Perhaps I just don't need something quite that big. So this really old Massey, what's this? Asaria Pro Compact. Oh my god. I didn't know you could get that. I bet you, I don't know if the guys know you can get that. The Asaria Pro Compact detects the real nitrogen demand of your crops. Whilst driving with this sensor over your field, you'll get more precise information of the nitrogen that is required. With this information, the fertilization will be more accurate and result in a higher yield. Compared to the Isara Proactive, this sensor can only be used at daytime. That's not a big loss, is it? But how expensive is that? That's 15 grand just for that. Wide tyres, narrow tyres. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas. Have they got a narrow? They don't have a narrow. Wow. Okay, Verdstein have narrow. So I could buy that for 100,000. That's going to pretty much put me cash broke. Or I could just rent it for 2 grand. And then it's 2,000 per working hour. So it's going to cost me 5 grand. I'm so tempted to go for it. I really am. But there's my flipping trailer for 10 grand. The exact same one I own. I can't remember what I paid for it now. Hopefully no more than that. I think what I might do... what I might do... Let me think here. Let me think a second. Is that trailer still on sale? 25 grand. I was thinking I could load that up with bales. I could go sell those bales. That's probably about 50 grand. No. Probably about 25 grand, 30 grand. So that would give me 170. But I've got to get a bigger tractor because this tractor just, as much as I love looking at it, it doesn't actually work very well as a tractor. I have to have this whopping great big weight on the back just to stop the front from tipping over every 3 seconds. Right, so I own that, and I own that. And I own that. That's got quite a bit of damage on it, apparently. Oh, look, there's things coming in all the time. What's this? Shallow cultivator. One thing the guys bought that actually quite intrigued me was a plough that is square. Crikey. I have no idea which one that would be. I mean, that's a very narrow plough. But that'll work on literally any... Right, so that's a small attacher type. That's a big. Small, big. So, okay. That one looks like it expands outwards. Which one were they using that's square? Oh, I think it's this one. 17 grand, that is. But it just does a straight... I really like that. I actually like that more than my own. If I could get 11 grand back for that... And then that's only going to cost me 6 grand. Oh, and you can have it wider. You can have a 9 meters. That's kind of exciting. Looks a bit lethal, doesn't it? I like that. I quite like that. I'm definitely taken with that. So that's going to be closer to 20 grand, but so tempted. Oh, hang on. Well, that have changed. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to be really geeky and weird and just sit here and watch the sales come in until I see something I really want. And then I'm going to go for it. Sorry to waste your time. 15 minutes of thinking. But you got to get on the farm to think. You really can't. I mean, I had plans today, but I'm about 2 months early, so it kind of changed everything. All right, I'm going to sit here until I find something good. Well, I've been pondering and patiently waiting and thinking about what to do. I've got an idea now, but I'm still going to need. I am going to need to buy a bigger tractor. But I've just realised that we've run out of food for the chickens, so I need to sort that out immediately. So if I just go into here, big bags, and look for chicken feed. Wheat is chicken feed. So I can buy 2 of those. And apparently I've got a few eggs. I've not really been looking, but yeah, apparently I've got a few eggs. So I have. I've got like 4 loads of eggs there. Not quite sure what to do with that. How to pick it up per se, or how to sell it. I mean, if I grab... There's object too heavy. I guess I'm supposed to pick that up with the tractor, with the front loader? I don't know. Let's give it a try. Start the engine up. For some reason my head tracking isn't working. Because I didn't press the start button, that's why. Headlights on. Make that nice and narrow. We'll go and try and pick up some eggs. Ourselves into gear. We're getting that grass trimmed down there so I can see better. Right, let me jump out a second. So we're about lined up. But I need to bring that up and that down. Ooh. We're almost on it, aren't we? There you go. 710 eggs on there. That's half full. If I just lift those up and back out very carefully. Fingers crossed. We'll make a few quid. I'm not quite sure where to sell the eggs, if I'm being honest. I'm going to get a proper road in here. Tidy this all up. I actually don't know where to sell this. I really genuinely don't know where to sell it. 158 in sold products. What did I sell? Can't go. Oh, it does go there. There you go. Hey, we did all right there. How much did I just make out of the eggs? Finances. That one? No. Which one? Which one is bloody finances? That one? So we just made 626. That's not bad, is it? So we could be making about 1,000 out of those chickens in time. All right, let's make this wider. Come on now. I've done this before. I know it works. Look at that. Lovely stuff. I just need to line myself up. Delightful. I love this game sometimes. The stuff it does well, it does really well. The stuff it doesn't do very well, it really doesn't do very well. Could do so much better. But anyway. I definitely waited too long to feed my chickens, so I feel bad. Not a good farmer. Means I do have to come into the game perhaps a little bit more often, or just make sure that there's enough food there to last whilst I'm away. I can't see a thing. So in theory, I should just be able to feed them up here without too much. Oh, I think that just put that in the thing. I think that just chucked that in the storage. That's slightly irritating. Right. I've just got to lower this at the right height in the right place. That's, I think, how it works. There we go. Right, so whilst that's filling up, I'll come round here and grab the wheat out and try not to drive over that. It's kind of comical, really, that I did that. That looks like it's in alignment there. Game doesn't agree. There we go. So for little jobs around the farm like this, this is the perfect tractor. It's not too big, it's not too cumbersome, it's not too wide. As long as it's got a weight on the back, it won't fall over. But for anything else, it really doesn't quite tick the box. Right, there you go. Sorry about that, chicks. How are they doing for food now? How do I check their food situation? There we go. So their health is pretty bad, down to 20%. Productivity is down to 20%, but they have at least got some grain. So I'll check on them again, and hopefully their health will have improved. Pretty bad of me having not flipping fed them. Crikey Moses, can't steer today. I'm trying to avoid the chickens, that's part of the problem. Don't worry about the chickens. Chickens get out of the way. It's a much better way of parking. Right, engine off. I'm going to have to think about getting some fuel in that tractor. What we got? Anything? Nothing at all. Not one thing. Right. So what I'm thinking is, found a tractor I like. It's this Massey here. So it's got the front hitch. I don't need to have a front loader on it. I don't need the Asario. But I am going to go for narrow tyres. See how much that is. That's going to cost me $5,000. So I'm going to go for that. I've got the mower. And what I'm going to do instead this time, even though it's just started raining, which is a bit frustrating. I was going to mow the grass and put it into... the health is coming up already. That's good. I was going to mow the grass and put the grass straight into bales, but if the bales get wet, I don't think the baler I was going to use doesn't have a wrapper. I don't think. I don't know if I'm right or wrong in that. I mean, we've got loads of silage, but well, that was the other thing. I was going to see if I could bale it up as grass, not wrapped, and put it in the silage thing. Don't know if you could do that. Don't know if you can do that. So that was kind of going to be my experimentation, so to speak. It's supposed to be dry, look. From 10 o'clock. Yeah. So about 10 o'clock it's going to dry. Oh, there you go. 10 o'clock already. So I need to hurry up and get on this if I'm going to do it. Hate this camera on this thing. Right, let's go. So whilst all the settings and the mods that we add are intended to make the game more realistic, the actual gameplay ethos is going to be quite relaxed and quite free. And we're all going to mess around and help each other out and all sorts of good stuff. So if you'd like to become a part of this server, then all you have to do is come and join our Discord and request a farm, and if there's a space, you may well be allowed to join us.